Oh, so hold on. You chilling. You hear the door kicked in. Boom!
So then I really started fucking with two officers at the same time, two bitches.
Are you thinking it's the police or I'm getting robbed?
Damn, probation officer tried to fuck me when I was a juvenile.
You was telling me that you got started like what at 14 with like an 8 ball?
They stripped him down, butterball naked, and got all my shit back and took all his shit.
Oh yeah, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy back, Mafi. You're not tuned into the Mafi channel. We have a really special guest today. We have Joni Grizzard here. I've actually been following her for a long time. I've been following her story because I got a thing for like really, really pretty girls that do like crazy things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It's just my thing. But it's like damn, like the balls of these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. So thank you for coming to the Mafi channel. I really appreciate you. All right, so let's just go ahead and start everything. So you're from Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes.
What the fuck is in Fredericksburg, Virginia? What is it predominantly what?
It's everybody. It's a melting pot. So, it's a quick drive to New York, Jersey, Philly, DC, Maryland. And then south is North Carolina all the way to Florida. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump. So it's like the melting pot, the middle ground.
Well, I know you get this a lot. You know, at first glance at you, everyone can just see clearly that you're pretty. And I'm pretty sure the next question is, what's her nationality? So what is your nationality? What are you mixed with?
Okay, that's where I got my nickname from. Some of this and some of that. So I'm a little bit of everything. But I did a 23andMe, so I have traces to the Philippines, Madagascar, United Kingdom, Germany, Angolian.
Damn.
Yeah. Congolese.
So when people do ask you that, you gotta just stop.
I just say summer, like
I'm
summer, some of
that.
this, some of that.
Yeah, okay. All right, Summer. What type of teenager was Summer in her heyday?
Oh, can you like this?
Yeah.
I was a really good kid, actually. I made straight A's. I was honor roll principal's list. Always top of my class on everything. I won the dare essay. But when I became a teenager, the streets was just calling my name, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, the streets call a lot of teenagers, but everybody don't respond or pick up for the streets.
I was just better at it. My response was just better. They wanted to do the other shit. I wanted to get some money.
Speaking of money, were you drawn to money at an early age? Would you say that?
Very much so.
What happened? What happened to you? Something happened in your brain, your psyche. Like, I want some money, man. What happened?
We grew up kind of poor, so not everybody in my family was poor. Some people were rich, some people were poor. I have like every type of person in my family, and my surroundings, so I was inspired to want to be like the dope boys and be a dope boy.
Really?
And, we were very inspired, I think, by the mafia. So.
Okay, you say inspired. I want to say, were you easily influenced back then?
No, I don't think I was easily influenced, because I was always usually.
You just wanted to naturally sell dope at an early age?
Well, I was influenced like that, but I knew I wanted to do it. So it wasn't like, I was really being coached into it because I wanted to do it. I was going to do it.
So let's speed it up a little bit. So let's get into why a lot of people are familiar with you. How does a kid from Virginia get involved in drug distribution? You know what I'm saying? Like you was telling me that you got started like what at 14 with like an 8 ball?
Yeah, something like
that. How you get into drug distribution though?
I was around it. Everybody did it, sold it, sniffed it, smoked it. So I really didn't. I just always smoked a lot of weed. And I did ecstasy when that came around or whatever. But I don't know. They wanted it. And I just figured I can go get it all and sit in one spot. And everybody can just chill, around the neighborhood, whatever. If anybody was, So it was less risk. I could keep everybody out of jail. And we were kind of keeping the money in the circle.
So you were playing like the middleman type of role? Like explain the middleman role to people that don't understand the streets and the gang. Like, what was you doing?
Basically, I would just sit and get the money and get a cut and hustle.
You knew people that needed it and you knew people that had it.
Right.
So you played the middle role and
right.
and you
When I was
Well,
young, when
Jewel's
I
off
first
top.
got started, yeah, that's how I got it in.
So let's get into Alfonso Bennett. To everyone that hasn't followed the story of Joni Grizzard, tell them who is Alfonso to you.
Um, one of the best that ever did it. Free Alfonso. We were together for a while when I was a teenager, and when he got charged and convicted of murder, we were together, and I hit him in Atlanta from Virginia.
You hit him?
Yeah, when he went on the run. So, yeah, that's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, that's above all, that's my dude. I'm always gonna be loyal. It don't matter whatever happens in life.
Well, let's go into it. Like, why is he locked up? What's his what is his charges right now?
He got a rack of charges, but he got like one body. He got a murder charge,
How much time he get?
2 life sentences plus 33 years. But it was a fucked up situation actually. You want me to tell it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So there was a bunch of young ass kids selling drugs and shit, right? And they went. I don't know what they had to do with Mr. Cheeks, but there was a Mr. Cheeks show in Richmond, Virginia.
You talking about Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're a little bit older than me, so I'm in the background somewhere, probably in a club. So they went to Lost Boys like concert or some shit, Richmond, Virginia. Then they went back to Fredericksburg, and somewhere along the line, somebody owed somebody some money. Somebody was going to run without paying somebody. It was some shit going down, and everybody was moving and talking and scattering and whatever. So Alfonso and his two people went to went to an apartment complex, and he scaled the balcony like Spider-Man on the side of the wall, and he had like a universal key in his like foot, boot, shoe,
So
whatever.
a universal key, so he can just get into just certain doors and
Just almost anything.
That's crazy.
Handcuffs, doors.
and he's
slide
climbing
door.
the wall like goddamn Spider-Man, right?
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
And then he climbed over the balcony and he got in there, but he only wanted to get the money. Like, he didn't want to be for anything. It wasn't even supposed to go that far. So, but it always went that far, but everybody didn't realize it was going to go that far. So he opened the front door, and he let his two dudes in, the two dudes who came with him, and then they duct taped the two guys, I think in the living room or some shit, on the couch. And then, from my understanding, because I was not there, they go into the bedroom to get the guy to tell him where the safe is or whatever. It's not even the guy that was even involved. I guess they were just there, like, protecting the safe and the place. But, they didn't do a good job. But anyways, so they went to duct tape the guy in the bed, and he had a gun in his hand, I guess, under the pillow. So when they went to duct tape him, he jumped up and he was fighting Alfonso. And there was like DNA under his fingernails, so that's how they knew Alfonso was involved, because they like fell on a glass table.
Damn.
And so Alfonso shot him in the arm because the dude was trying to shoot him, I guess.
Let me ask you something real quick. What exactly did the guy have to make Alfonso climb the wall like Batman to go in this man's house? It had to be something.
Yeah, I think it was like, I don't know, if I had to guess, it was probably some coke, dope, bricks,
Okay.
and it was, I know, over like $250,000, 300,000, some shit.
That's enough to make you climb the wall.
Yeah. So, yeah, they got in a scuffle. Old boy tried to shoot him, slung him into the table, DNA evidence underneath his fingernail, boom. He shot him in the arm, so it wasn't the fatal shot. So the other guy, Sparky, shot him in the back, and that's how he died. He bled out because he got shot in his spleen. And but it's so crazy because the one guy got 5 years or something like that. It was like time served. He became a snitch. But Alfonso got 2 life sentences plus 33 years, and he didn't shoot the fatal shot.
2 life sentences.
Right.
Okay, let's think about that real quick. 2 life sentences. Mm-hmm. So just in case you just
died,
can live
yeah,
through 2 lives, when you come back, you got 33 more years to go in.
Right.
Damn, Alfonso.
Right.
Hey, free Al, man.
Free Al.
Let me ask you this real quick. When I pull you up, you know, when you first go to your one of your pages, it said like, Google me. I first saw that, I thought that was arrogant, but I like arrogant, cocky stuff. You know, I'm just whatever. I'm like, Google me. Let me Google this motherfucker. Googled you, and I was like, wow, it's crazy. How did you get to a point where you were distributing multi kilos a month? That's every 30 days. You don't even look like you own that.
I'm on everything they own.
How you
Whatever
get to
we're
that
doing.
point though? Like you started off with a damn ball, and now they give you
Well, that's
motherfucking
when I was
kilos a month.
14, and I'm a quick worker.
Why they trusting you like that?
Because I was never on no fake shit, and I always came back with the money. I was in juvie like my whole teenage life, and I never snitched on nobody. And then I was in jail. I've been picked up by the feds twice. Then I went to prison for that 15, and you know, so I kind of had a reputation of getting mixed up in some shit, even if the shit wasn't my fault, you know, and just shutting the fuck up because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
Wow, that's dope. So back then you dealt with like, I know it's like X and weed and stuff like that, but was there anything off limits to you back then? Was you morally like, okay, I'll hustle this, but I ain't fucking with that? Or was it like
side
everything?
note, hold on, side note. I mean, I don't know what happened before my time, and I really don't know what the hell be going on after my time, but during my time, I didn't see all this dope and like fentanyl and pills and stuff, so I don't know nothing about that. I just know about coke and crack
So
and
that's
ecstasy,
what was big in Virginia during that time.
coke,
Man.
definitely coke. But everything had like a little phase, you know.
So let's go. Okay, so now you dealing multi kilos a month. You booming. You whole time you really that bitch. You up. You end up getting indicted in what, October of what, 2005?
Halloween, 2004, and then November the 2nd, I seen it hit the newspaper. I was living with a stripper in Greensboro, North Carolina.
So this is what you were doing during those. You was on the run for 3 months. This is what you was
No,
doing.
no. This what happened when I found out I was on the run.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just chilling with this stripper girl. I had some get back I had to take care of. That's another. There's so many stories in this shit, but somebody was playing on me, and I had to get to him. So I became a stripper real quick, so I could do what I needed to do. But me and the stripper girl, we were living together, and her name her name was Cindy, but she went by the name Miso. That was her stage name, and it was crazy. So I'm on the computer one night, Hustle and Flow's playing in the background. I'll never forget it. And for some reason, I always looked up like the cities I would go to see if anybody got indicted or like what was jumping off in those cities. And the first thing that pops up is my face, and it says "Drug Lord Salt," and I'm like, "Oh Lord!" So I thought I was
They
gonna die.
called you a drug lord.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die on the spot. So then I try to look like my brother instead of me, because we look a lot alike. Like we're only 10 months apart, so we look a lot alike. So I dress like a boy. I wrap my hair up. I put a do rag on. It was crazy. I did put the girl at gunpoint. I probably shouldn't have did that, but I got the stripper girl because she was playing games. She kept playing too many games with me, and I got her to drive me to New York. And I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I know I had to get the hell up out of there. And actually, when I found out I was in Greensboro, we drove through Virginia on the highway, and I could hear them talking about me on the radio. I thought I was gonna puke, and I was just like, "Fuck it, we're getting through this shit. I don't care if I had to drive through the woods. I was getting up out of there." So I got dropped off. I think I don't know which borough I was in, but probably Mount Vernon. So I got dropped off in New York, and then I called like whatever that taxi is, Bluebird, Blue Jay, I think it's like Bluebird, some shit like that. And I kept jumping. I threw my phone away at a McDonald's in North Carolina, and so I didn't have any phone.
You threw it away because
I broke it. I flushed piece because I was on the run, because I saw that shit on the computer. So I went to New York, and I kept jumping different cabs, and I'm shook. I think I'm like 18 at the time. Yeah, I'm like 18, I think. So I'm like jumping different cabs and shit, but I didn't want nobody to follow me and me take down everybody, you know. So I went to New York and I jumped all around, and then I bought a little phone card at the store, at like some little corner store. And so I called the people and told everybody, don't fuck with me because I'm super duper hot. And I got everybody's money if I owe you. But do not fuck with me because they coming on my ass right now. So then old Capone comes around to save the day. And which, ooh, that's a sticky situation right there.
We're definitely going to get to Capone in a little
Yeah.
bit.
So he jumps me. Okay, so he comes to New York. He sends somebody and they take me. We're jumping all around the boroughs. We're having a blast at this point. I'm on the run, but we were having fun. I ain't gonna lie, we was in the clubs every night. But then one of our homeboys got the bright idea. They were like, oh man, if Summer gets arrested, she's gonna have to go to a New York jail or prison. And they were like, we can't do her like that. So they put me over to the over the Connecticut state line. And then we would like party in like Springfield, Massachusetts at like some strip club called Mardi Gras. And then I doubled back because I was greedy. And I went back to a little spot in Danielson, Connecticut to get some more money. And so my ass was heading to Miami and I was on my way to the Cayman Islands because I was not.
Is that where they eventually caught you? Like, how did you eventually get caught?
That's how they got my ass.
Tell me about the day you got caught. Like, boom.
All right, boom. So I come back from Springfield, Massachusetts. We had been at that strip club. The dude that used to run it, I don't even know him like that, but some dude I was with knew him. He went by like White Mike or something like that. So, all right, boom. We're in a hotel room up there. And I look out the window and I say, we needed some blunts. And I was going to go get it because they're all fucking retarded and drunk and shit. And then I looked out the window and something sketched me out. It was like a gas station and like a Dunkin' Donuts or a Krispy Kreme or something. I seen these ugly motherfuckers in the car, and I knew they was cops. So on my way out the door, I turned back around and I said, And I remember
How you know they was cops?
I could feel it. So, we did smoke out of the Bible papers, okay? We did do that, okay? I apologize. But we smoked out the little first page of the Bible, and I was so scared to go outside because I knew they were cops. And everybody always says I'm paranoid, but every single time I'm always right. But, they were like, no, it's good. So I got greedy. I should have listened to my first mind and went straight to Miami, but I didn't. And I wanted to go back to Connecticut to pick up some money before I went to Miami. And so I'm up in there. We got there like early, 4 in the morning. And it was kind of like a trap house, but nobody trapped out of it. It was just all the trappers. And a couple of us had warrants. And so that's where we used to hide at because nobody's going to look for us in Connecticut. Like, who the fuck goes to Connecticut? You know, so, all right, boom. So so I take a shower. I'm all dressed and stuff. Got the little jeans on, the little hooker boots, the little jacket, boom. I'm in the back room smoking a blunt. There's mad weed everywhere. And all of a sudden I hear the door kicked in. So I'm like, I already know what time it is. So, but everybody in the house knows.
So hold on. You chilling. You hear the door kicked in. Mm-hmm. Boom! Are you thinking it's the police or I'm getting robbed?
I didn't never think it was no dope boys robbing us. If they robbed us, they would have got shot the fuck up. So they wasn't going to come in that house. Yeah, right. But, I don't know. It was just random people up in there. You know, everybody was on the run. Everybody was dope boys. Everybody was going everywhere.
Okay, they see you. You a nice looking chick. What, you in the trap house?
Mm-hmm. But we weren't trapping. It wasn't like a trap house you trap out. It was just all the trappers.
But I'm saying though, when they see you, it's the police, it's a raid. Are they rough with you or they cool?
All right, let me get into it. All right, so I'm in the very back room, right? So you got to go through a living room, bedrooms, kitchen, and then there's like 2 steps, and then there's like a back room, right? So I'm back there smoking. I was putting on a herringbone necklace, which I always have on some form of herringbone. And that's kind of like a sentimental thing.
I love the bombs. I remember the bombs back in the day. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
And that's when I was getting wild with it. But I heard them come through the door, and I knew it was the damn police. So I tried to jump out the window. So I looked out the window, and I saw they was getting ready to shoot the fuck out of me. And they surrounded the place, and I knew, hell no, I can't jump. So the bodies were dropping on the floor, you know, and then they came around to get me.
What do you mean the bodies was dropping on the floor? Like everybody just getting down?
No, they was slamming people. As soon as they came, it was like slamming people in the walls, fish tanks. I mean, shit got crazy. And I don't know how many people, at least 10 was in that bitch. 10 of us. And I'm in the very back room. I'm thinking I'm going to dip out. I think I'm going to jump out the window or some shit. I didn't never make it. So they're coming to the back room. And I dropped the necklace or whatever. I dropped the blunt. I put it out. And I kind of went out like a straight bitch. For real. Because I didn't want to get shot. So I was afraid I was behind the door. If they was going to come around, that I would spook them, and they'd shoot the shit out of me. Because they ain't never gave me no fucking free passes. So, when I saw that they was coming that way, I just put my hands up and was like, I'm Joni Grizzard. And they just slammed me down on the ground and started roughhousing me and picking me up by my coat and slammed me on my face. And when I first got locked up, I don't remember which side it was, but my face was fucked up. I had black eyes.
Damn.
And then when they was picking me up by the little coat I had on, because it was like some little Rockaware, little fuzzy coat, North Face looking shit or something. My coat wasn't zipped all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So when they was pulling it, it was scratching my neck. That's why I had scratches all over my neck and stuff. Because they was pulling me by my hoodie and the zipper was cutting me.
Okay, so look, so when they finally caught you, what grabbed me about your story is they end up giving you 40 years, like 40 years. Why you feel like your punishment was so harsh?
Because I always been in the mix of shit. And, like, I'm a kind of humble person. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. I just be humble as a bitch. So, when it's time to shine in whatever position I'm supposed to shine in, I tend to be able to do that. And they wanted me to snitch, and I wasn't going to do that.
So
that's why they socked it to my ass.
You in the courtroom, right? And I'm pretty sure you probably think you're not going to get that much time. But when the judge says, like, 40 years, what goes through a person's mind when they say 40 years? And how old were you at the time?
I just turned like 19.
Damn.
Yeah, I just turned 19.
My bad.
Yeah, I turned 19 like I don't know, it was something like that. My birthday was April 3rd. I went to trial April 13th. And, I was on some old other shit when I was little. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, I was on some they'll never take me alive type shit. So I didn't give a fuck.
What ended up happening to your boy Capone, who got caught with you, and how much time did he actually end up getting?
He got 10 years. I got 15.
Damn.
Then he got out, like for 6 months, and went back for another 5.
How much time did he actually do? He got 10. What he ended up doing,
think,
like 8?
Yeah, something like that. So, I respectfully want him to live his best life. He's got some ongoing situations, so I'm gonna let him just pass on that one.
So let's get into prison life real quick. You know what I'm saying? Was this your first time in some serious trouble?
Hell no.
So you had already had like a little record before you got into all this.
I've been yeah.
All right, so I had Brandy Davis on here on the show the other day. She was on American Gangster, Trap Queen. She's on a lot of different shows and stuff like that. Her story is almost kind of parallel to yours, you know what I'm saying? And I had to ask her the same question I'm asking you. Well, what was life like inside a women's prison?
Trash, shit, drama, nonsense. Motherfuckers talk about shit you don't care about all day, every fucking day. And there was a few of them, after a while, it's like, even in a family, it's a bunch of motherfuckers you really don't like, but you got to deal with them. So that's kind of how it was in prison. It's a bunch of motherfuckers you don't like, but you got to deal with them. They be like, oh, look at stupid old Stephanie. But you got to deal with the bitch every day.
Right.
So you really don't like most of them bitches. But some of them, shout out, to a few of them bitches. But, most of them ain't worth a fuck.
All right, on this next part, man, you gotta speak freely on this one, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so did correctional guards try you during your stay, during your 15 year prison stay in prison? They did.
Yep.
Explain to somebody, because people that ain't never been to prison, they don't know how that stuff works. Like, ain't no way in the hell they in there fucking like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how does it happen? Do you approach the guards, or the guards approaching you? How does it happen?
I mean, it could be something as simple as like the same way the fuck out here. It could be something as simple as a quick little flirt and a little wink, or it could be somebody like, hey, drop them draws, bitch. I'm trying to fuck.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same. But everybody be fucking everybody. And the girls, all the girls be
I
fucking
was gonna ask. So,
everybody.
have you been tried by male and female?
Yeah, I
But
ain't never fucked none of the men officers, but I did fuck some of the women. I ain't gonna lie, a couple of them.
so, so you've been tried by male and female correctional officers.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. But you never fuck with the males because this just wasn't your thing at the time, or
I'm not really a
period.
male officer type of girl.
Right.
Now, a female officer, I'll get down with it.
I ain't never heard of that one before. I've never heard of the female officers kind of breaking down and just like, all right, come on, man, go
Shit, they
in.
can't wait.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So when you don't have to go crazy into detail, but when you did deal with a correctional officer, who made the first move? Are you like, fuck it, I'm in here for like, man, over a decade, it's
Nah,
whatever.
for real, the way it all started, I wasn't even gonna fuck with her, but I was in the max in Virginia for the women for like 12 years, and then when they sent me to the work camp, not the work release right before I got out where I could go out and work a job, but the work camp where it's like fucking hell, and they want you to like fucking pick up dog shit or whatever. Definitely not gonna do that. So I was trying to buck, and I was gonna fight the lieutenant. Um, okay, so this is what happened. So there was a lieutenant out there talking shit to this officer, right? So I thought that was my chance. I was like, I'm gonna fuck her up, or I'm gonna start an argument, and then they'll send me back to the supermax. Cause I'm not doing all that. Like I'm not doing all what they want me to do in a work camp. I'm not. That's not my conditions. I'd rather go back to the max. So that's how I was gonna get back to the max. I was gonna fight the lieutenant or show my ass. But that's who the lieutenant was yelling at, was that girl, that officer. So then they didn't take me back, and they wouldn't lock me up because they knew that's what I wanted. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to get some shit started. So then I really started fucking with two officers at the same time, two bitches. So I knew that I was going to get some shit started, so they would go ahead and send me to work release. So really it was a game in the beginning because I was trying to get shuffled around. I was trying to get transferred. But then it was a relationship, but then she fucking cheated on me. But, I forgave her, so it's whatever.
Okay, so what was the hardest part about doing all that time?
Being away from my family.
Really?
And I was always on a race against time because I did not want nobody to die on that watch. I couldn't. I would have lost it. Crash out. I don't do stuff like that. I walked through it pretty good, but that somebody would have got something they didn't want.
Let me go back a little bit because we talking about Capone and Alfonso.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to say that you were into Bad Boys,
Mm-hmm.
or are in the Bad Boys?
Mm-hmm. I do. I mean, I love Bad Boys, but I mean, we can't be getting locked up at this grown ass age. It's 2026.
What's the attraction to the Bad Boys?
Because you're not following. You're not following the norm. You're not letting another man schedule your fucking day. You going out there and getting it, figuring it out. I don't give a damn what you're doing, but you're doing something.
Right.
You ain't got to have it all, but I got to see it in you.
Okay, so you gotta explain this story to me because you told me a little bit. I said, yo, save this for the show.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tell me the situation with your aunt. Yeah, you said your aunt actually tried to kill your grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Your aunt tried to kill your grandmama.
Mm-hmm. My little bitty grandma too.
What happened? How does your aunt get into this mindset?
So my grandma is this little bitty ass Filipino lady that's like 4'10", like 100 pounds soaking wet, if that. And when my grandpa died, when I came home, my aunt was a drug addict. People think it's my cousin or my sister because we're real close in age.
If you don't mind me asking, what was her drug of choice?
Heroin.
Okay.
Dope. And so she won't like that when I went in. She was like beautiful, like the prettiest girl around everywhere. Bad bitch. But then I guess she got all fucked up in the game. But like when she's not on the shit, she's so nice. She's a real like kind-hearted person, but like it brings out the monster in her for real. And she robbed my grandma of like tens and tens of thousands of dollars just nonstop. And she was fighting her and putting her up against the refrigerator and putting a pillow over her face to suffocate her. And my grandma ended up bopping her ass in the damn head with a remote and pouring a jug of cold water on her ass. And she ended up getting away from her, but my grandma's feisty. But yeah, she ain't allowed over there no more. I mean, hey, I love her. We all love her, but I can't fuck with you fucking with me and mine. You know, you got to take that shit somewhere else.
She actually beat your grandma up before?
Yeah,
Or
hell
just,
yeah.
just
That's
roughed
why I
her up?
went crazy.
Damn.
Can't be doing that to no old ass person, especially your mama. Like, my mama ain't perfect, but shit, she be walking the dogs on my ass.
Damn, auntie. That's wild. All right, so you told me something I thought was pretty interesting. You said that your brother-in-law is Mr. Beast.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
When you
yeah.
say Mr. Beast, you talking about Mr. Beast, the YouTube king?
Yeah, the real deal. Like, I don't know him like that, but I will. But my sister, Jessica, and his brother, Jordan, have been married for like 25 years, and they got kids together. Like, his dad, somehow or another, like his dad they raised my nephew pretty much. So yeah, it's all, if you look around, it's all these connections everywhere. Like, they say that everybody's only like what, 7 people away from everybody.
They say, well, I had Freeway Rick Ross on my show, and we was talking about like the addiction of the dealer. Like, the dealers are addicted to the money.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like the crackheads and stuff. As far as like the addiction, it's like you dealt with all that shit back then, but now you're good. How do you shake the fact that you could make easy money? How can you be like, okay, I want to fly straight now? Does it still kind of bother you sometimes?
No, it just work extra hard.
That's good.
I
That's
mean,
real good. Because you spent a lot of time away, so you probably like, you know what, I'm cool on that.
and I mean, I got so much education when I was locked up that like on some serious shit. Shout out to Warren Buffett, you know, stock investor.
Oh yeah.
His sister Doris Buffett, she gave me my scholarship. That's how I got my degree in business and kept going. I went to the business school at UVA. Man, I did everything. What do you want to talk about? Something hair license, fucking alternative dispute resolutionist, paralegal. I mean, whatever it is, I already did it. So, yeah, shout out to them.
Wow. Okay, so what do you think about the men that was in your life, like Alfonso and Capone, when they see this or when they hear this? Do you think that they will like that you doing like shows and stuff like that, speaking on them, or they be flattered or they be upset?
I don't know, and I really don't care. But one thing about Alfonso is he's always going to support me, even if I'm wrong. So I really don't care.
So it sounds like y'all still got a really strong relationship still to this day.
Yeah, even when we be doing shit, like, it ain't nothing. It's a friendship first. You know, no matter what, it's a friendship first. And if he's gone and I get married with kids, and let's just say, God forbid, he never got out, that's all right. The family gonna go visit. I mean, goddamn, you know.
So even though you still not in the lifestyle no more, are you still attracted to dope boys?
No, I mean, yeah, hell yeah, I am. But I can't get locked up with you. You gotta do that shit somewhere else.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with it. I can't go to jail with you.
So what's next for Joni? Like what would you like? What's your finish line?
Shout out to 50. I impressed. I think that I have like some wild shit. Like, we don't even need a script. All I gotta do is sit down and talk. Because they probably, you know, a normal human being is gonna think I'm probably capping. But I got receipts. You can look at this shit. If I just talk about my
I
life.
looked you up, so it's like
yeah, if you just look at my life, that shit is outrageous. You can't make this shit up. Like, real shit. So I want a series. You know how like Power and BMF and all that. I want a series like that because, oh honey, we could go on so long. Like the stories back in the day, like Young and the Restless.
So you were in the feds though, right?
No, the feds picked me up twice, but I never talked, so they never had nothing on me. So they gave me to the state. So
Damn.
the state picks.
No, you ain't do 15 years in the state though. That's like,
Yes, the fuck I did.
I thought the most time you could do in like state was like 2 years or some shit like that.
That's county.
Oh, county. Oh, state. Damn.
Because state is DOC. Feds is BOP, Bureau of Prisoners. And then DOC, Department of Corrections. And then you got your county jail shit. So they usually try to get you out of there within 2 years, but sometimes they try to torture your ass and keep you in there. I ain't no jail bitch, honey. I cannot do no jail. Send me up the road.
Let me ask you this real quick, because the reason why I was asking about the feds, because people's like, yo, ask her this. the whole thing with Future and his brother. His brother got caught with like all this work, all this crazy stuff. And I brought this same question up to Freeway Rick Ross. People was asking like, yo, if the feds come get you, how can you bond out? Because his brother just bonded out for $100,000. And Rick Ross said back in the days you couldn't do that.
Yeah, won't no bond. You get a deal, you ain't get no bond. So I don't know. Maybe it's different now. I don't know. I know they never like to let me get the fuck out. I tell you that. They always want me to snitch on somebody. And then when I don't, even if they don't really got nothing on nobody, they kick me around from the feds to the state and then find somewhere to put my
back
ass.
then, if they would be like, yo, Joni, 100,000, man, you can get out. You think you would have got out?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
But they dog me. Like, when they get me, they dog me out. Like, we can talk about it. It's too much probably for this right here. But, like, they done dog me out so many times. And they got documentation. I mean, they done whoop my ass since I was a juvenile. The damn probation officer tried to fuck me when I was a juvenile. They ran up on me in the detention
How does that
center.
happen? Go back to that. You know people like hearing shit like that. How the fuck your probation officer tried to do that?
Yes. His ugly ass. All right. So when I was a young teenager, I was in Virginia on probation. And so I was in Atlanta at the time fucking off. And so he wasn't my probation officer anymore. I had an Atlanta probation officer. So I did some shit and I violated where I had to go back to Virginia. But I don't know if he started like doing adult probation or whatever. So he wasn't even relevant. I already had an Atlanta probation officer. He's irrelevant as fuck. I've already moved on with my life, whatever. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. Well, he's calling me, burning my ass up, leaving all these voicemails telling me he's in love with me. Yeah, so I got his ass. But he kept on and on and on and on telling me I need to leave my boyfriend and I'm stupid for being with him.
Was he saying like, yo, was you gonna get like some benefits and perks by fucking with him? Like, what could a
He
PO
wanted to be
do?
my husband. He wanted me to fuck him and be with him.
I mean, that's cool though, but was he gonna let you off of probation early? Like, what was you gonna get out the deal?
Like, what the fuck he
a
thought?
Relationship?
He couldn't. He won't even my PO no more. I was in Atlanta. That's why he wasn't even supposed to be in contact with me. I was a juvenile. So when I violated, they brought me back to Virginia. He came to the detention center like he was still my probation officer. And when we were sitting in the detention center, shout out to Tez. She know who she is. She witnessed the whole thing because we were in juvie together and prison and jail. But that ugly bitch done went and grabbed me by my arm and was trying to sling me around some table. So I fought his ass back. And there was these two officers. They were husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Green. And they ran over there to get him off of me. I don't even know what the fuck he was on. He was tweaking out. But I called my attorney. My attorney got the tape from there. I sent my voicemail. Like, I gave my attorney the phone and everything. And he pulled the voicemail tapes. That's how I got off those charges. Because I'm going to tell on the police that shit. They tell on us, fuck them.
All right, Joni. So earlier I was talking about the women's prison, but it was a couple things I didn't touch on because I was like, I don't know if I want to go too in depth into it. But then I thought about it. I want to go too in depth. All right. So I'm going to ask you, and if anything's uncomfortable, just let me know. All right.
Probably not.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. Okay. All right. So what is it like? So would you say you identify as bisexual?
I would like a husband and kids and all that. But do I dibble and dabble with the hoes? Yeah, I do. I have for 20 years.
Okay, boom. So someone like yourself that is attracted to women, when you go into a women's prison, are you like, yo, it's fucked up, I'm away from my family, but this is kind of high?
I mean, I would have picked my family over being there, but when I was there, I just made the best of it. You know what I'm saying? I went to college. It was like a sorority. Everybody was fucking. It was like Girls Gone Wild.
Tell me about tell me about the first time you ever got tried or approached in prison. You there, the mind set in, you there, and now someone's approaching you. Tell me about that whole experience. What was it like? You remember it?
It was a couple experiences.
But what's about the first one?
Damn.
Man, you smiling like a motherfucker.
Man, you can't fuck them bitches. All right, most of the fights at the women's facility is because bitches fucking bitches, okay? Or a bitch fucking a bitch, and then the officer coming in and she trying to fuck the officer on the side so she can get extra stuff.
But sometimes the officer go too. That's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, so then the girlfriend on the side is gonna fucking be mad as a bitch. You know, so that's how a lot of fights and stuff start. So like with me, Everybody pretty much loved me. I didn't have a problem with anybody. I loved everybody. Everybody loved me. I'm like not a drama person. I like to get money and just everybody just relax. Let's work together. But when I had a problem or whatever, it was because I probably had a girlfriend that wanted to be disrespectful, so I had to wrap a cable cord around her neck while she was asleep and try to.
I'm talking about in prison, or you talking about outside of prison?
In prison.
Damn.
And you know, some things I did, I ain't proud of it, but I was a young buck. You know what I'm saying? So I won't rowdy. Cause
y'all be having whole relationships in there, like man.
Damn right.
Like,
I had plenty of them hoes break my damn heart. I had to just keep right on.
Go to bed crying hard as hell.
Yeah, fight that bitch in the morning. I'll see you later, bitch.
Damn.
That's just.
You ever see anything? You ever see like a bunch of munching and shit in there?
Everybody munching. Oh, oh man, I shouldn't even tell that. I'm gonna leave the names out because whatever. But
we don't know these folks.
Yeah, but every bitch that knows, motherfucking knows. Okay, so everybody fucking everybody, okay? And if they say they got fucking raped in that bitch, nobody was playing in your pussy that you didn't want in that motherfucker unless you had some drugs from visitation and they was about to rob you. That was it. Won't nobody trying to sexually fuck you. I promise. They won't like that. But everybody was fucking, and one story that will always stick out, this is some nasty ass shit, is there was this girl, we'll call her C, and this bitch. Alright, so they wanted to come in my room to fuck. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. They wanted to come in my room to fuck. I had a yoga mat in there. I had a little college.
They was gonna throw you two soups and a honey bun. Like, hey man,
nah, I just let everybody do what they wanted because I was always out. I was the college tutor and like.
Are you staying in and watching, or you just let
No. And I did it that way. Their roommate wouldn't know. I could shut the door behind me. The guards ain't gonna look in my room because I'm supposed to be out after lockdown. You know, so alright, boom. So her and this girl get to fucking in my room, right? So then they take it to the handicap shower. So it's my room, another room, and it's like 8 at the top, 8 at the bottom, 8 at the top, 8 at the bottom. It's like, I don't know, like 50 bitches up in there, 56 or something. But then it's like 4 bathrooms and a handicap bathroom and shower. They go in the handicap shower, they fucking da-da-da-da. Next day, the one girl, not the C, but the J, bless her heart, comes down. Her whole face is one big blister all over her nose, in her nose, her mouth, down her throat. And she got booty wall naked and bent the fuck over and spread her ass cheeks. And we seen it. It went all the way up her crack, all the way. Oh my God, it was horrific.
She got like instant herpes?
Oh, it was in the first like couple days or whatever. And they had to send the doctors from like UVA or some shit to check her out.
Was she like, you dirty bitch? Like, did they get into it? Or just
it was like 2 days before the girl went home. The girl that got it all over her face, she had to go home. She had to go home looking like that.
Damn.
I would have fucking snapped. I would have snapped.
So it was easy to kind of get like emotionally involved with females in there because of how much time you had, or like. Yeah.
In the max, that's where all the gay shit goes down. In the max prisons, because everybody getting comfortable.
Why you turning the dudes down, but you fucking the girls?
I mean, a correctional officer.
You say you want a husband.
Yeah, but a correctional. I mean, no offense. You know, I ain't better than nobody or nothing like that. But a correctional officer husband, I just don't see it in my cards. Okay. But a correctional officer female, I mean, I can get jiggy with it. I mean, I fuck with the bitches.
Damn. Do you still keep in touch with any of the correctional officer females that you fuck with back then?
Mm-hmm. They be everywhere.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've seen a few of them since I've been out. You know, they done furthered, you know, their careers and stuff like that. I done stopped by and smoked with a few of them, you know, chill. It's all love, but I ain't fucking with it either.
So let's talk about missions. Because if you in the drug world, you know what I'm saying, you had to have gone on like a lot of different missions. By missions, I mean like, okay, I gotta go drop this off over here. Damn, motherfuckers fucked around, tried to rob me. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about a mission that you probably went on back in the days that just didn't go your way.
All right. Well, this one time I was downtown. And this dude drove up. I had been dealing with him for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I got charged a long time ago. But I was a teenager, you know. So he pulled up to the sidewalk. And it wasn't really a mission. I just went to go sell some fucking drugs. and I dropped the e-pills in his lap. You know, it was a big ass bag full of them. He always just like looked at them, got what he wanted, blah blah. And we had all kinds and whatever. I just happened to be in that area, so me and him went to school together. And he pulled up. Somebody was driving. I should have known right then because he always came to see me by himself. And he was in the passenger side, and he had the glove box down. Like, I thought he was doing it to look at it. So I threw the bag, trusted his ugly ass. And then they skirted off on my ass. So I got. I was like, damn.
What did you lose?
I don't know. It was a lot. But I didn't lose anything. I seen these headlights. Okay, so they're right here. I'm on the little sidewalk. Then you got this way, right? They speed off, and then like 2 cars up, I see the headlights cut on. And I seen that black Cadillac. I said, oh, it's on and popping now. Then I seen another car behind. So I thought I was out there by myself. Whole time, Al and whoever else the other car was, they were watching everything I was doing. Shout out to them because they saved my ass a lot of times because I did a lot of stupid shit when I was young. So they did save me a lot. And they followed the dude to some exit on the highway. He got off the exit and they got his ass. And they stripped him down, butterball naked, and got all my shit back and took all his shit. And then I got all that. So I won.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So you dealing with all this work. I'm pretty sure you partied back in your days, or you probably have partaked in a little coke or whatever. How does one that parties every now and then with the coke, how do you still maintain the business of having all this shit and not fucking it up?
Because I'm not like, I don't really have an addictive personality. You know, I do what I want. And like, I'm one of those people, like, nothing's going to control me. If anything's going to control me, it's going to be greatness and it's going to be money. Other than that, everything else is just going to bring me down. So, like, I can party. I mean, who doesn't love going on a yacht in Miami, you know, getting down, partying, living it up, whatever. But at the same time, fuck all that spending shit. We need to get this shit in. You know. So
when you okay, I guess you're talking about yourself as far as like partying in Miami. You've done that before, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how? Let's say you go out to Miami and you want to make a couple dollars. You don't really know nobody. How do you find somebody in Miami that is looking for some blow? You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, and I'm not trying to act like police ass questions. You want me to really answer this? No, I'm saying because some people don't know. Like, yo,
I'm gonna tell you what I would do if I was at this day.
Hypothetically,
you know hypothetically, I don't know because I ain't done it. Okay,
right.
For the record.
Me neither, for the record.
But right. I'm just saying, if it was me, I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would take my ass right on over there to Hollywood, Florida, and I go on Hallandale Beach, not too close to the Balloon Water Tower, and go on out there and just sit and start talking. And there's people from every nationality, every walk of life, and you're going to find it.
How can you tell if you're talking to somebody that's like, yo, they kind of looking for some blow?
Well, let me
what are
tell
some key
you.
signs?
Okay, so let me tell you this. This is a crazy story. Hey, I got some video. I got to send this shit to you. So, hey, I went out there and met Miss Damn America or something. That lady was old as a bitch. Next thing I know, she told me how beautiful I was. She said she had like some show dog. She wanted to give me her like condo and like the show dog. I literally met her on the Hallandale Beach. Like, there's a bar called Capone's right there. It's like something around that little area. It's like, there's something going on around there, you know. So, we traded information or whatever. She was like Miss America. She was like 80 years old. I don't know how old she was, but she was old as a bitch.
This lady wasn't 80 years old looking for no blow, though. That's
No. But she knew where it was. Yes, she used to party and shit. And she told
me how you start talking blow this old ass lady.
All right, I'll tell you. So me and this chick went out there. She saw me on the beach. We start talking. There's a smoke shop. If you look at Hallandale Beach, you see Capone's. The Hilton is to the left. The Hilton is on this side. And then there's a little smoke shop right there. And I don't know, I needed some blunts or something, and we were going to the smoke shop, and the lady was walking this little dog. It was a little bitty brown fucking, I don't know if it was a Yorkie. It was a little ass dog, that's all I know. And she was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And she was like, I was Miss America or Miss something. I don't know what the hell she did, but she's from Cali. And she was telling me if she ever died, she would love me to take her dog because, I was all loving on the dog in the
She
parking
just
lot.
met you though.
She did, and she gave me her phone number and everything.
Wow.
And then 2 seconds later, she introduced me to a plug, and we were in her condo
No,
partying.
go back. See, I hate when people skip shit. You got to go back. How do y'all get on that type of top? Y'all looking at the dog, and now you got a plug? No.
Pretty much.
Give me the filler.
So her condo was facing where our hotel room was, So, and a matter of fact, we go back out to the beach like the next morning, maybe something like that. It was like early as shit in the morning. And there's like some guy out there. He's like Dominican, or I don't know. He might have been Puerto Rican. He was Dominican, Puerto Rican, some shit. And her and him were out there talking. And she said, "Let me introduce you to my friend." And he said, "Hey, you see all those little condos?" And they were the ones with like the blue balcony or whatever. "You see all those condos? If you're ready to party, come party. You want a key?"
Boom. Now pause. Pause right there. Now, which Joni do we have at this time? Are you the I can go grab me 5 bricks, Joni?
No. I'm good,
Or
Joni. I'm good, Joni.
Okay,
at
got
this
you.
point.
Go ahead.
No. So, we walked up there, and I really wanted to live in Miami at this point. Like, I was feeling the vibe. I was like, yeah, I gotta be in Miami. But we went up there, and I seen enough. I said, yeah, I gotta dip. I see what's going on around here. I ain't trying to get indicted. Fuck that.
Wow.
So I didn't stay long, but I seen but it don't take much. I mean, that's not just happened one time, One time there was something going on out there. There was like no vacancy for a hotel. And I got some random little hole in the wall hotel on the beach or whatever. And we went out to the little picnic area in the middle to smoke, me and like 2 of my homegirls. Next thing I know, we're at the table just talking, have you ever been to jail? Have you ever been to jail? That whole conversation comes up. We're passing a blunt. Whole plug right here. And he just, welcome to the game. I was like, oh no, I don't get down no more now.
Well, okay, what does a guy, what does he do when he does that? Does he give you like a 7 or something like that? Like, yo, welcome to Miami,
When you start talking to people and people kind of start seeing what time it is or understanding who you are or maybe what you want to be or who you're connected to or whatever, they start getting more, I don't know. They always want me on their team. You know what I'm saying? So
now how
it's a proposition type of thing.
So how deep back then when you was living this lifestyle, how deep were you into coke? Were you cooking crack? Did you learn how to cook crack? Did you learn how the whole re-rock process, or are you just straight up just selling keys and just fucking just half
it depends on what time of the life it was. There's been times where I had a lot of money and I lost it and I got out of jail and I robbed the shit out of somebody and I had to get back in. There's been times where I was sitting on top selling whatever, and there's been times where I was back to square one.
How much of that Joni is still in Joni today?
I'm trying to find it in like my entrepreneurship. I'm trying to find it elsewhere.
Because clearly you have a business mindset, you know what I'm saying? Clearly you know how to make money. Clearly. But now it's like 2026 now.
Right.
So now you kind of got to get with it and kind of figure it out and how to monetize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the hustle ain't the same no more.
I've heard it's not the same either.
Hell no, I wouldn't dare. I can't. Oh my God. Everybody they don't care about nobody.
So what's the new hustle? What's the new dope? What's the new...
Oh, I don't know. But I hear everybody on these pills and fentanyl and heroin. And that's where I draw the line, and meth even. But like, I don't know nothing about that shit. We didn't have all that back then. So to me, that's like, to me, coke was like a recreational drug. You know what I'm saying? Most time people did the shit on the weekends. You might got like the heads that, they gonna do that shit, whatever. But even the crackheads was functioning forever. They would fix your cable. They would babysit.
Man, drop a whole engine in your shit.
Yeah, give you some food stamps.
No tubes.
Do everything, And then it was like, now everybody on heroin and shit. They not watching the babies. They're passing out on the side of the road. They're just...
Yeah, but besides drugs, though, what do you think is like the new hustle as far as like people... in our age frame and just, you know what I'm saying? Or
entertainment, crypto, stocks.
That's a good answer. What do you see yourself falling in the entertainment bracket?
We can do whatever they like, really. But I want a movie about my life.
Everybody want a movie on their life. Why you think you deserve
You can't, because every time, if I really get into it and I really start telling my life, I'm telling you, everybody.
You can really get into it. We all ears. We chilling.
No, just saying, like, they be thinking I'm capping until they look it up. You know, a lot of people probably think I'm
capping. Dope boys or like
nah, hell
girls,
no.
just like women.
Well, you know, women gonna naturally hate anyways. But if they're friends with me, then they're gonna be inspired, and they're gonna want to do good in their life. And then somewhere along the line, most of the time, they start hating me for it.
Let me ask you this then, and you don't have to be crazy specific. Have you ever dealt with celebrities? I like asking people that. All my people that come on the show.
What you mean, like serving?
As far as like serving and okay, boom. How about this? You're a pretty girl. You're the VIP. I'm pretty sure you've been at clubs with us rappers, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure rappers like, hey man, hit me up. Come on back to my room. You being you, they don't know you bricked up. Have you ever gone back to the room and been like, yo, and just kept the party going and?
I was more low key. Like, I didn't even run with like no set or anything. I was just dipping in and out. Like, you know, we had our little group, but I might be in this with this group 1 minute and in that group, but I always keep like everybody away from me. I don't like a whole bunch of company. Cause, you know, clearly they're snakes.
I can tell that in your mind. Now, I don't know you like that. I've hung out with you a couple times. I can tell that in your mind, you're probably like, you know what? Really? Technically? I never fucking got caught.
Right.
So do you think like, really, I kind of had this? You know what I'm saying? You just think other people kind of mess it up for you?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
They fucked my shit all the way up. Because every time I got caught, whether it was my fault or their fault or my shit or somebody else's shit, I never wrote a statement. Ever. Not even on my own behalf. I'd be like, talk to my lawyer. Fuck, I don't know. I can't help you. You know? But everybody don't write like that.
How have you learned to deal with maneuvering your way through this dope industry, being an attractive woman like that? Have you been propositioned a lot? Like, yo, to get, hey, I got them things, but check what you gonna do for me, though.
Well, first off, I ain't gonna do shit for them.
We ain't saying all that. Have you been propositioned?
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Like, to fuck with it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I got him for the low, but guess what? I kind of stop.
I mean, every day I get people in my inbox. It don't have to be people I knew or even know. I get people in my inbox like, yo, I'm trying to move some work. Put me on. I'm like, oh,
they be coming
Lord.
like that?
Yes.
Niggas ain't shit.
Yes.
Really? So on top of getting hit on, they be asking for like
they be begging.
plugs?
They be begging to work for a bitch. They be begging.
Like
for
what?
it.
Give me an example of a nigga hitting you up in your DMs. Like what would he say? Like if he's trying to get put on.
Hold on, just a minute. I just
Niggas
got
ain't
one.
saying no
Nah, I
shit like
swear
that.
to God.
So what, they know your story and they just slide in your DM like, yo,
I ain't capping you there, man. Everybody gonna think I'm lying
2,500.
because hold on, let me find it. Everybody probably think I'm cap, but I got receipts. Hold on,
I know you're not
this
cap.
Let me find this little.
You good? Take your time.
Where is this dude at? Oh, okay. He's a clown. But look, never talked to him a day in my life. Do you see anything? What's that say? Keep reading. Scroll up. Just scroll up.
Coming back to North Carolina.
Never seen this guy a day in my life.
What you doing, beautiful? How was your day? And standing ovation on standing tall. Tall on your bed. Yo, holla at me. I need get low for a couple days. Run some money up. Damn.
Like little stupid shit like that all day, every day. If
What
I
do you
wanted
think when
to,
you're reading that?
what are you, a fucking fed? I ain't going for no shit like that. I'm good on all that. I don't have to sell crack. I can just be me.
Nah, man, like I was saying earlier in the interview, like I feel like you have a really good mindset. Like you know how to make money. You just have to apply to something different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that's in the game right now come from fucking trapping and shit. Man, Jay-Z used to sell dope. T.I. was selling crack.
Yeah, hustling is hustling. It don't
These
matter if you're
people doing
selling
well
crack,
now.
selling t-shirts, selling dreams, selling ass. Just sell something. Just sell something and get some bread.
Speaking of selling ass, before we get up out of here.
I don't sell ass.
No. I wasn't saying that at all. Never caught that vibe from you at all. You know what I'm saying? But what do you say about the women right now? That's kind of like the new way of getting money now. OnlyFans and Snapchat busting it wide open. What do you feel about women getting money in that form?
I mean, selling coochie is like the oldest profession, but if they want to do it, do it. I mean, I'll drive them to the appointment if they need me to, but I can't do it. You know,
Right.
my soul won't let me.
So that's kind of a form of selling coochie, though, right? I mean, they're not really having sex. Well, I guess some of them are having sex on camera, huh?
I mean, get it how you live. You know, if it's for you, it's for you. If you got to do what you got to do what you got to do. But me, I'm not doing it.
You think everybody got a price? You like me? I ain't doing it. All right, well, cool. We got
No,
this billionaire from
for
Saudi
real,
Arabia
I probably got a
coming through.
price. I probably got a price.
Like,
Nah,
look
a
here, man.
billionaire, I'll probably give up them drugs. No.
Like, look, man, I got 15 million in this bag right here, man.
15 million or billion?
With an M. He's not.
Am I married?
You're you now.
Oh, 15 million? Yeah, probably.
15
yeah.
M's. He just want to just have a little fun. I ain't saying no shitty fun. Like sit here and let me
Do no wild shit.
shit on your forehead.
Oh, no, 15 million just for a night? Just for a good
A
time?
night. He lame as hell. He just up. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
15 million, I'm going to call.
He coming like this. They can't
I'ma
see my
call-
look. They can't see
look,
my
I got
fingers. Look,
some
look at my
bitches.
fingers. He coming like that. But he up 15 M's. Fuck it.
Man, I'm about to call rack of hoes. We can even split that shit. Oh, we about to give him a party.
He gonna call y'all again.
Yeah, let me break these hoes off. So hell yeah, we gonna turn up.
So you seem like a fun girl. Would you say that you're fun? Are you the party? Or you
Hell
quiet?
no, I ain't a party. I'm chill. I'm laid back. I'm the thinker. So while everybody's partying, I might do a little, you know, smoke, drink a little bit, but I'm usually paying attention, and I'm not really that fun.
I actually could talk to you all day, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I want to say thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
to the show. Like I said, I found you online. Just I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It was the algorithm about true crime. I was doing my thing at the time, and you just popped up, and I clicked on you, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I don't know. I want to say shout out to you for changing your life and doing all that time and making it out because you could not have, you know.
Shout
And
out.
I think you have a bright future. And thank you for being a part of the Mafia channel.
Thanks, Muffy.
Hey, man, this show has been brought to you by crimegodsmerch.com. And I want to say shout out to Joni one more time. I really thank you for coming. They don't know the whole backstory, you know what I'm saying? But we'll tell the whole backstory on this interview one day. Thanks again, man. You have now been tuned into the Mafia channel, man. Holla at you. Boy!
It takes a distinct individual to possess the desire to defy the law. Such individuals must exhibit audacity, fearlessness regarding consequences, and the traits of calculated risk takers. They may be categorized as mere addicts, yet their addiction is to currency and adrenaline. What do they lust more? Some seek the mountains of dead presidents, while others yearn for the rush of them. These are not stories of glorification, but chronicles of redemption. Articulated in their own voices, these are the extraordinary accounts of individuals who will be eternally enshrined as crime gods.